at Acrisure Bounce House in the heart of beautiful Orlando, Florida. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. It's the TCU Horned Frogs and the UCF Knights. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the UCF head coach before the game. This will be a great test, a separator, the first conference game of the year with two teams that are undefeated. He knows that whoever wins this game will have a leg up in the standings, but more importantly, set the tone for the conference season. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. On the run from inside his own 5. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. So TCU's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field. Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Trying to get behind the defense. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. So UCF's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires complete on the crosser. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. It's complete to the left. Fighting off the defender. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. And they're able to get him on the ground. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Pulls and fires complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
The Knights go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll give it to Watson. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. Wide receiver going in motion. On the option. Keeps it on the option. Maybe a crease. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Knights back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Trying play action. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He'll pull it down and run. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. It is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
They tried to get the wall set up for him, not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne. They knock him down right there.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the catch. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Punt is in the air. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Barnett. Under fire. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. The Knights are in the hurry up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And play stop for just a second as there is an injured Knight on the field. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd down, here's Watson. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Knights are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Incomplete, and they fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Already 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. The Knights, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Knights! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. On to attempt the try.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Horned Frogs will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Knights headed quickly to the line.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Wants to throw. It's Barnett. Makes the grab. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little further.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Keeps it on first down. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Third down play from the gun. Tight end finds a soft spot. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Got it in the middle. It's Charles. Got some room to run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Barnett. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with the Northwestern Wildcats taking on the number 4 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Wildcats looking for a second win after the opening week loss. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game inside the bounce house. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys just down the road from our EA Sports Studios at the Bounce House.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Horned Frogs will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
I caught up with Scott Frost out of the locker room. He spoke to his team in the locker room at halftime about how well they started that first half, but it's not good enough. They are off to a good start in the Big 12 play, conference opener, but he said, I know our opponents are going to pour on the gas and be even better in the third. We have to match that energy here at kickoff.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. To throw, it's Barnett. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Watson. Could not make his way to the corner. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run out of the gun with Watson.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half.
Great job of contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened.
Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, taking it.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Dumps it to the back. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll give it to Watson. Could be an alley. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gives it on the option. Touchdown, UCF! Excellent pass by the back on the option. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Finds his man.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Wants to throw it again. Makes the catch. It's small. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Horned Frogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The run inside. It's Payne. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. A lot of urgency for this offense.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
It's complete to the right. Still running at the 40. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play. But now, time for the fourth quarter. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. That's exactly.
Looking for the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Play number 9 on this drive. They'll go back to the air on second down. Complete downfield. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's first and goal. The Horned Frogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Trying to run, it's Payne. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal. Looking to fire. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
It's a big mountain to climb, but the defense helping themselves out by getting that takeaway. They're going to need a few scores now, but you needed something positive to happen. You needed the momentum to shift, and I think the defense just did that by getting the takeaway.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped right at the 42 after returning the pick, and the defense comes up with a turnover. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores.
Encroachment defeated.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting it. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Wade. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. The give as they work on that clock. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Got his man on the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Knights are moving quickly down the field. Caught in the backfield. It's Thomas. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. That's just inexcusable. A delay of game penalty there, and now it is 2nd and a mile and a half. Makes the grab. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd down, here's Watson. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
The earth is shaking. Bounce house living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab over the middle. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And the Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. It's complete on the right side. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air on 1st down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. In this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. The Horned Frogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Using the quick game. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep him in bounds.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. They knock him down, but the offense going to get away with that one, as this will be a pass interference call against the defense. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. That's the last thing this defense needed, a penalty to keep the drive moving. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, the offense, they can taste it. They're on the road in a hostile environment in a 2-minute situation. They're trying to rip this game away from the home team and take a shot into the end zone, being aggressive. I love the play call, but it falls incomplete.
Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Fires into the end zone. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Paulie, they throw the eye into it.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always